Dragonoid. Boom. Baba boom. Dragonoid. Oh, I gotta pull up that region levels. Everyone is ready to report in. So next, since we just did Forbidden Oasis, next is Crestwood. Next is Crestwood. Hopefully I didn't make any wrong choices here. My Lord Inquisitor, considerable as your support has been, I am saddened to report my motion died on the seventh floor. Although I am hardly surprised, my fellows in the Magisterium don't enjoy the thought of having their freedom limited in any fashion. That was, however, hardly the point of the motion. It was a statement that needed to be made, and your support allowed me to make it far louder and clearer than I ever would have on my own. So, I thank you. With any luck, this will draw support from those who feel as I do. It will also draw fire from Venatori cultists still in the shadows, but I say let them come. I'll not back down in the face of such fools. Sending along a few things which I hope will aid your efforts, and we'll see what more I can drum up. Give my love to Dorian. Poor boy is such a hothouse orchid. He must be wilting in the cold. Magister Mevaris Tulani. Okay, I probably chose the wrong thing there. Commander Cullen, it would be an honor to serve the Inquisition and improve the mettle of your Legion Chevaliers by doing the Maker's work. I accept your generous offer wholeheartedly and will arrive in good time with those men loyal to me. It will be my privilege to order the Inquisition troops into a holy battle against those who would threaten the order of the Empire, and the Maker's Grace Lord John Gaspard of Leeds. Next up from the Ben Hasrath information report. The target was eliminated, and as expected, all of the targets went into hiding. Duke Tithus did not locate our operatives during his search. Information the Duke found on the corpse revealed the smuggler's Venatori involvement. Duke Tithus has cut off trade with the Tevinter Imperium and is thoroughly investigating his city. Hunterfell is no longer subject to Venatori influence. Per his request, Operative Iron Bull will receive further intelligence reports to continue his efforts. Supplies from Saharan have also been dispatched. Western approach. Right, that's the next one. No, Crestwood. And I already have Crestwood unlocked. They'll also have this investigated just to unlock it. Commander Cullen, scouts are reporting a number of travelers entering the western approach. Surprising, since the place is a blighted desert with no trade routes. More surprising, no one is leaving. It bears investigating. You do it. Commander, we have established a foothold in the western approach per orders. Already one skirmish with the Venatori, but no casualties. Requesting reinforcements. The term blighted desert doesn't do this place justice, Lieutenant Harding. Not now. Inquisitor, both Tevinter and Navarro are fighting against Venatori entrenched along their border. The battle showed no signs of abating until the Inquisition sent soldiers who pulled victory out of a seemingly insurmountable defeat. Both sides have attempted to claim this portion of land in the past, and both are attempting to do so again. Only the presence of our soldiers prevents them from beginning a war. We cannot allow this to happen. For the moment, each side is grateful enough to listen to our advice, and we must convince them to send their armies home. I will press on both sides, call upon all favors to do this. Professor Montilier.
Yes. Let us begin.
We have received word that Movran the Under has made good on your judgment of armed exile into Vinter. He and his clan immediately staked a claim to a larger section of land along the Imperial Highway at the edge of the Silent Plains. It's not inhospitable and vacant, and they claim they are not interested in banditry or actively threatening anyone. Beyond, of course, suddenly declaring that they now live within Imperial borders, our Vinter contacts say the relocation has caused significant concern among the Magisters. If you simply want them present to unnerve Vinter, it is possible to keep Movran's clan supplied without explicit ties to us. A fine jest in that is ties before the prison is considered provocation. Hold on, I'm gonna look up what exactly what will happen if I choose Liliana. And no, I don't want to send them like, as judgment. Move and drive. Hold on. Yeah, Liliana. We'll keep them supplied.
Inquisitor.
Fuck to Vinter, they're slave owners. I received some news from Avaris. It seems her little resistance has drawn support, just as she hoped it would. Thing is, that support comes in the form of idealistic magisters with no real power, while the ones who might see her group as a threat are the true heavy hitters. Reading between the lines, I'd say Mavaris is in more hot water than she lets on. She's crafty, but she could use more help right about now, or the resistance might die on the vine. Up to you, but if you ask me, any enemies of the Venatori should be friends of ours. I have eliminated one of her enemies, and the rest will believe she can strike at them with impunity. They'll back off. Inquisition now, of course, be running. Even into Venator, openly declare support for the resistance. Then some Templars are not disguised, of course. Real Templars is the sort who can disrupt me. That should be all the help she needs. Ooh, I actually don't know who to pick here. Ooh. Okay. Liliana or Cullen? I think Cullen, yeah. We'll send Cullen. I think Cullen's options were the best ones.
Sister Liliana says the guests are on their way. The last inheritance.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They would.
Another stone mat, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the
Tell you what, who better, right? A good dwarf.
Oh yeah, because we're getting...
What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit. This is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
You believe in Andraste?
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers. What's not to like? I don't have a nug in this race. It could be bullshit, it could be true. I'll never know. But I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Those are my only options?
Why are those my only options?
Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade.
Yeah.
You traveled through time,
Yeah.
faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights,
Yeah.
had a mountain fall on you, and lived,
Yeah.
one of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
So I have divine bad
So
luck.
on the basis of my extraordinarily bad luck, you think I'm Andraste's herald?
If you know the story of Andraste, you know that bad luck is sort of her thing.
I love how they interwove. I love that.
Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
Carry on.
Bitch boy.
My friend.
We'll talk.
Goodbye.
Called me friend. You're still gonna betray me, you son of a bitch.
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
Alright.
I'm listening.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you.
Okay, let's talk to Josephine. I don't think.
What is it?
Will I die? Nope. I am immune to fall damage in Skyhold. I am a god.
Do you need something?
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
I'll let you go.
Do you need something?
Do you have any advice for me?
Watch the treasury carefully, with that Sarah present.
You think she's here to rob us?
Possibly not, but I would hardly put it past her.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Whatever you need.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases. It was exhilarating.
Okay. I need Quarian logging stands for shit.
Of course. Another time.
Got no clue where I'm gonna get that shit. Well, I know where I can. Somewhere in the fucking open world, but. Actually, no,
Sarah was never an agreeable girl. Her tongue tells tales of rebellion, but she was so fast and quick
Hey, boss.
with her bow.
See you later.
No one quite knew where she came from. Sarah was never
Inquisitor?
quite the quietest girl.
Can you
Her
think of any
attacks
other
are
top?
loud and they're
Nothing jumps out at me.
joyful,
I come
but
up with
she
any
knew
ideas.
the ways of noble
thank you, Krem.
and she knew how to enrage
You were in
them.
Kirkwood.
She
Like you're a
would
Hogwarts
always
champion.
like to say, why change the past when you could own this day?
Sitting and
Today
waiting,
she will
right,
fight
yeah?
to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll
I'll be
tempt
back if
your
I-
fate. She would always
If
like
anyone's
to
gonna have
say,
anything to say.
why change the past when you can own this
So we
day?
haven't done any,
Today
like,
she will fight
big
to
story
keep
things.
her away. A rogue
She knows they're going to kill her. Can only save what's important. Precious space to remember her smile.
she lives in a
She knows they're going to kill her. I don't know who that one could be about. It can't be. Is it Liliana? No. Sarah?
She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this day? Today she will fight to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this
Oh yeah,
day?
we should go to Valroy,
Today she
yeah.
will fight to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate.
Cole, Solus. Iron Bolt.
Disaster is what it is, and you know it.
Theirs were not the only houses affected by the loss of heaven.
The land is only part. The girl has run off to the Inquisition.
A calling deeper than death to a name.
Okay. I don't know what they're yelling about.
You divine soon. One will make you stand up
Good morrow.
instead of protect.
Valois.
Regard the charlatan. Very happy.
And I am the foyer.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
I love that I just got my mug strapped to my hip. Ready to drink at all times. That's the Inquisition for you.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for a life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montily's trading exile in Orlais.
Who signed that?
Who's sending these assassins?
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
They sound like
But
bitches.
the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val-Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
Contract's ancient.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses
course.
live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
That's the plan,
I
Josephine.
assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine.
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilyet. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montily's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
I'm guessing the actual Comte Boisvert met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby closet. Nothing more. The contract on Lady Montily's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Duparequet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, my lady. May we conclude with my departure?
Go, then.
Good day, your worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Poivert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
That's so dumb. I love that. That's pretty stupid, and I love it. Let's see, we're level 10. Everyone else is 9.
Inquisitor?
Person, whom I do not know the name of.
In person? I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
I had no idea.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
It still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last Duparequets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Liliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royaux?
We can solve this without more deaths on either side.
My people are ready, should you change your mind. I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the Duparequets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin. Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
How exactly does one turn farmer?
Very long procedures.
Not gonna.
And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Val Royaux's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild would never risk being so unspeakably crass.
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais. A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, It would be shameful.
Why did the Duparaquets hate the Montiliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
There's not much more beyond what I mentioned before. A Montilier and a Duparaquet fell in love. A young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so violently,
Romeo and Juliet.
never any survived. It's fortunate the Duparaquets' descendants hold no grudges.
How do you know?
What if the Duparaquets refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Duparaquets, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us. It will be a long road, but a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs.
And gain us
Besides,
some allies.
I've promised them a heavy bag of coin once this is over.
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royeaux if we want to make the Duparaquets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Duparaquets as lords.
Okay. No. Can't do that yet. It is Crestwood time. Let's see. So we want to go with... Let's do Varric, Solus, Iron Bull. No, let's do... Bring Dorian. I want to try and have, like, roll up with a different squad. Spend time with the whole gang.
Good to see you safe, Inquisitor. We've got trouble ahead.
We can take it.
I'm sure it's nothing the Inquisition can't handle.
Careful, Your Worship. That optimism might be catching.
The thing's that bad.
Is that a rift in the water?
Oh.
Crestwood was the site of a flood 10 years ago during the Blight. It's not the only rift in the area, but after it appeared, corpses started walking out of the lake. You'll have to fight through them to get to the cave where Sir Hawk's Grey Warden friend is hiding.
Never meet anywhere nice.
I wish we could get better acquainted, Harding. When the dead aren't rising around us, perhaps.
The world would crumble to dust before you ran out of ills to fight. Maybe someone in Crestwood can tell you how to get to the rift in the lake. Maker knows they'll want help. Good luck, and please be safe.
Dude, I'm romancing Harding and Velgard without hesitation.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
It's just another geological survey. There will be obsidian crusted though. That's nice.
There must be a way to get to the rift in the lake.
You mean aside from wearing all your armor and wading in?
Maybe the locals will lend us a boat.
Grey Wardens, thank you for your aid, Inquisitor.
What are you doing in Crestwood?
A warden named Stroud is wanted for questioning. We heard he'd passed through here, but the villagers knew nothing. They have troubles enough.
What have you been told about this rogue warden?
Warden Commander Clarel ordered his capture. I can say no more than that. I hope Sir Stroud comes with us peacefully. I trained under him for a time. He's a good man, I'm sure of that.
God, I like that shade of blue.
Will you stay to fight the undead here?
My orders forbid it. Crestwood was only a detour. If the Inquisition can help, I beg you to do what you can. The villagers have already lost too many.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, he seems like a good.
Sir, you sure we can't help the village?
Our orders are clear. We can't find Warden Stroud.
None of those wardens mentioned a new leader. I don't think they're part of Corypheus's.
Did you see how the Grey Wardens saved me from those corpses? They're amazing. I'm going to see if they're looking for recruits.
I can understand how someone might want to join the wardens.
Oh, Maker. You're the Inquisitor.
Maybe.
But yes, the Wardens are heroes. They saved me from those demons, your worship. With all that's happening, I'd like to help people the same way.
By joining the Grey Wardens, you can't think of something less lethal?
Find another way to help people. The wardens have problems of their own right now.
Yes, your worship.
Yes.
I'm sure there's something else I can do to help. I swear I'll avoid the Wardens, Inquisitor.
We're a bit aggressive though in telling her no. But we gained an agent out of it.
Undead by the gates. Let's do it.
Help, I fear we haven't seen the end of these creatures. How many did we lose? No one this time. A moment, your worship.
Yes. Okay, you're very fucking slow, dude.
Crestwood is finished. The sooner I get away, the better off I'll be. Harvest will be poor. It's not safe to work the fields.
Letter written by a cook hand. From everything you've told me, you must get out of Crestwood as soon as you can. I know it's dangerous, but I fear you'll have no chance at all if you don't attempt the trip. My father said that taking Dead Man's Pass will guide you safely past those filthy highwaymen. Come at dusk, you should be able to avoid the wolves too. Hurry, my love. Sin.
Don't go near the lake. There's monsters.
Why doesn't Judith live in the village while this is going on? Maker, if something happens...
Who's Judith?
Are you looking for someone named Judith?
Oh, was I speaking out loud? Judith lives outside the village. I asked her to hide here when the undead came, but she wouldn't hear it.
Why not?
Why wouldn't she hide where it's safer?
Likes her space, she says. I told Judith my house was big enough. Me and the boy could sleep in the barn if she wanted room. She turned me down.
Good day to you.
And to you.
Okay, where does Judith live? That's fucking far away, Gold. Okay.
place to stay tonight? Best to be indoors.
Okay.
I'll come out when it's safe. Who is that anyway? I'll come out when it's safe. Who is that anyway?
Alright, fair enough. Sorry for trying to just bust it open.
Please! The mayor could use your assistance.
I will talk to the mayor in my own time. This board has several papers and scraps of paper pinned to it. No one is to approach the dragon again. I have sent messages to the capital. We must wait for them to arrive. Meanwhile, we will dredge the lake for a sign of Henry at first light, Mayor Dedrick. One of my lambs went missing. Stripe on front right hoof. Disappeared yes, even in an upper meadow. Irvin. Henry owns Spot's Hitty. Send for me. Don't let her sweet talk you into anything else. She knows what she did. Penelope. Need rake? I'll lend you one for 5 coppers. Come see me. I'll have wagon. Very good, but needs rip. You can have it, just come take it away from my home. Bring wheels. Why? Someone has also carved Milton and Lonnie into the backboard.
The Inquisitor. Oh, Mayor Dedrick of Crestwood Village. At your service, despite everything. Are you here to stop the undead?
Perhaps.
You will, right? I mean, these people are terrified.
Farewell.
Bro. Stop moving.
Your worship? Is there any way to stop the dead from rising?
The undead are appearing because of a rift in the Fade. How can I get to it?
The light in the lake? It's coming from the caves below Old Crestwood. Darkspawn flooded it 10 years ago during the Blight. Wiped out the village, killing the refugees we took in.
What about draining the lake?
I saw a dam. If we use it to drain the lake, I can get to that Fade rift.
Drain the... There must be some other way.
There's not. There's really not.
You'd have to evict the bandits in the old fort to use the dam. I can't ask you to risk your life.
Crestwood can't last much longer. I don't want to leave without doing what I can.
I suppose it must come to this. This key unlocks the gate to the dam controls past the fort. The rift must be in the caves under Old Crestwood. But, Inquisitor, I would not linger there.
Tell me about your village.
It's seen happier days. We farm what we can, trade with the merchants who travel the King's Road. We only want peace, your worship. It's all we've ever wanted.
Who are these bandits?
What can you tell me about the bandits camped in the fort?
The highwaymen, thugs and thieves. They make a living raiding caravans on the King's Road. When the dead rose from the lake, the bandits killed the old gamekeeper and the fort and took it for themselves. We could have saved people if we'd been able to hide there instead of in our homes.
Place to
I'm surprised a town as small as Crestwood outlasted the Blight.
It was a close thing. The Darkspawn followed a band of refugees running from the Blight. Some of the refugees were... they were very ill. But we took them in. They perished when the Darkspawn flooded Old Crestwood.
How'd that happen?
How did Darkspawn manage that?
They found the dam's controls, wrecked them. All I remember is the refugees and villagers screaming as they drowned. And now, they return to us.
Until later.
Of course.
The Anderfells are a land of shocking extremes. It is the most desolate place in all the world. The two blights have left great expanses of the steppes so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay there. No insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders like the Murdain, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or a vice-hopped fortress with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders, too, are a people of extremes, the most devout priests and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. Alright. Well, let's go deal with that Fade Rift near the North Gate. Shauna, what are you doing?
May her be with you, Inquisitor. Thank you for all your help.
Oh yeah, you're an agent now. You're an agent of the Inquisition. On the 8th day of Blooming Tide, Dragon, we fought the 5th Blight. On the 8th day of Blooming Tide, 9:30 Dragon, we fought the 5th Blight. We remember the night the dam broke open, drowning the Darkspawn in floodwater. We remember the cries of those swept away, our families and good neighbors. We remember refugees who took shelter with us, also lost in the dark. We give their souls to the Maker, beloved Andraste, guide them to his side. Carved in the base of a memorial statue encrusted above a list of names. Ooh! Hell yeah, logging stand. I need one of those.
You honor us, Inquisitor. I am Sister Vaughn. Does the mayor finally plan to drain the lake? I must find someone to retrieve the remains of those lost there.
Have I interrupted a funeral service?
We lost many friends in the first attack. There will be endless time to mourn. The fear is how many more will be added to the pyre.
You want to exhume the corpses at the bottom of the lake?
They were the Maker's children. Their earthly bodies deserve better than abandonment in a mire. A funeral service will help put living minds at ease.
Why drain the lake?
What do you mean by finally drain the lake?
The undead returned, only after the light in the lake appeared. If we want to stop them, we must investigate. But the mayor sent no one at all. I fear he thinks that emptying the waters would unleash even more monsters on us.
Until later.
Farewell.
Might. I mean, it's possible. It's not. It's not a no. That it won't happen. Like, that means the monsters will have a bit of easier access to I don't gotta walk through water or swim through. Are they swimming or are they just walking through the water? We don't know. Coming out from the caves? I think they said they're coming out from the cave. What's that? Embrium? I don't know if I need that or not. Can't remember. Okay, don't need it for anything at the moment. So you've been to the house. Spooky fog. Spooky mist. Oh, there's the favorite. What the fuck is that thing? Yeah, with Iron Bull having the ability he has, plus a support mage's like barrier generation that we're getting from Dorian. We strong. We strong as fuck. It doesn't look like there's anything in the water. So we will remove the cave. Keep out. Damn. Okay. I want to check what's up here. If there's anything up here. Probably isn't anything up here. Could be something. Like a quarry, another logging stand, an abandoned house by the water. Patty, no wonder there's no food coming in on the road. I tried to go hunting this morning, but the undead are everywhere. I'll be safe, Bluff. I'm gonna fish out on the lake. I'll stay in deep water where it's safe and far away from that green light. There'll be a basket of trout before noon. Again, and I don't think he got that basket of trout. Oh no. Harold, I'm taking the boat over to Keldon's to drop off the first of the supplies. He's been generous to invite us to his home, and we owe him some food in the way of thanks. He thinks the root cellar will be a good place to hide from these monsters, so get blankets from the barn. We'll be back for you an hour before sunset, Lelin. Didn't know someone didn't make it in time for while they were killed. I don't know. Over this way? I'm trying to squint and see. Yeah. Just the undead. Alright, so I guess we pick the road that goes this way then. Can I climb that rock? Hold on, let's see. See if I can find anything, any notes. No, I cannot climb this. Alright. Wait a minute, moving along. I'm exploring. Oh. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, this is just the fucking... Where am I going?
So I hear you're kind of the black sheep in your family, Sparkler.
Where does that saying come from? I'm not a sheep. No one in my family could be described as sheep.
I'm just saying, you and I have something in common.
Goodness, I had no idea.
Okay, not that much in common.
Page from Circle Major's journal. I could travel around Crestwood. One person might sneak past the roaming dead with the aid of a little magic. I hear Redcliffe's taken a mages. If I get there, I'll be safe. I can't do it. These people have no one to help them. They've probably never seen undead before. Maybe they won't trust a mage, but what use is there penned in the circle? Maybe here I can do some good. I'll introduce myself to the villagers tomorrow. I hope they don't turn me away. It looks like they killed him, or... yeah. Damn. They really do not like mages around here. Well, no, they were accepting of me.
There's the keep the mayor talked about, and the bandits.
Gate open, no patrols. Risky, but we could rush it.
So what if I just go the other way first? There's so many paths. I gotta look at the path. Let's just take me back to Crest. Where the fuck am I going? Okay, this is back to Crestwood, which I've been in this part of town. But if we go up the old market road, the bandits are just across the way, so I can keep an eye on those bastards. I've managed to take back some of the supplies they stole from that traveling merchant. They didn't see it coming, but I'm not afraid. If they want to fight, they can come and get me. I think they came and got him. A wooden facade has been erected at the mouth of this cave, presumably to shield any occupants from the weather. Oh,
We
no.
don't have anything you want, so just keep on walking.
Actually, you do have something that I want. You have a few things that I want. You have something that I want. Or was it, you have something that I need?
Don't come crying to us if you get yourself in trouble.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Thank you for the supplies. And the mosaic piece. Piece of candy. Alright, I think all that, let's go into the Cupid Port of Cabronac. Open sesame. Hello. Whoa. Thank you for being consumed by my fade. Now we have them at level whatever. Bitch. Varric. Fleeting shot hits, you can use the momentum of your leap to do a stronger draw as you come back to your feet. Your next attack, whenever you make it, will knock down its target. You dive and roll toward the battle needs you to be, whether it's escaping from or moving to flank an opponent. You mark part of the battlefield as yours. Enemies inside the ring take spear damage, while your own attacks inside the ring hit harder. The more you are hurt, the stronger both effects are. Oh, forgot about Dorian. Oopsies. Dorian will finish off your support, and then we'll be able to do... Ah, you are a necromancer, Dorian.
Reinforcements!
My team has this. Go kick their ass. Oh, hello. Oh, you came from the shadows, eh? No more, bitch. The music is intense. See, well, I want to explore everything. Heat must be claimed. Well, balls. All right. Supply cache we don't need. Oh, he coming for me. Ow! He didn't even do any damage to me, bitch.
I think that's all of them.
We could throw the Inquisition's banner over the battlements. The villagers may not even object.
Alright, can't explore the place until I do that. So we shall do that.
Crestwood will breathe easier with the bandits gone.
We should drain the lake. The mayor said the dam controls were through the fort.
Alright. Escape routes for agents in Crestwood. Okay, we've been through that.
Welcome, Inquisitor. My name is Charter. Leleana's eyes and ears, especially in this place. I'll have some information for you once my man Butcher finds us. He's running late.
When's this spy named Butcher supposed to arrive?
Half hour ago, by the south gate. I hope he's only delayed. Butcher's last message swore he had secrets for us worth 10 times his weight in gold.
Did Sister Nightingale tell you why she wanted agents here?
We lie on the main road between Denerim and Valroyo. Couriers stop here all the time. For what they're paid, some have surprisingly loose tongues.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The roads are nearly deserted. Too many undead keep rising from the lake.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The roads are nearly deserted.
Okay, what's that?
Too many undead keep rising from the lake.
Butcher. Fuck does this go? Oh, that also goes down. Okay.
Your worship.
Damn, we really took over this fort. Why do we put up eagles? Or owls? Those are owls. Duh, stupid me.
Someone needs to deal with the last of Crestwood's highwaymen.
Who has time?
If we clear the bandits out, more travelers. More travelers. More news for the Nightingale.
Good point, but I've got a code to unscramble if you want to know who killed Comte Fayeur last week.
Is this about bandits?
Are the highwaymen still in Crestwood?
Yes, your worship. Now that their fort is gone, the bandits are ambushing travelers.
Crestwood won't stop them either. The town's still reeling from the undead.
Stop it till we weed them out. Bubble blowing bubble babies. We ain't gonna stop until we weed them out. I need you to open a door for me, sir. Now, why did y'all lock this door? Seems a bit rude. Now, being your Inquisitor, your boss, and whatnot. Cabronic. King Brandel erected Cabronic in 826 Blessed, intending the fort as a stopover garrison for Ferelden soldiers fighting our Legion invaders. The village of Crestwood takes its name from the fort's first captain, Sir Vanar Crestwood, who held Cabronic longer than anyone thought possible against the vanguard of the Legion army. When the fort's defeat seemed inevitable, Sir Crestwood opened the gates, holding a flag of truce, and challenged every chevalier in the Imperial army to a duel. Amused when our Legion officers accepted the offer, Sir Crestwood swiftly cut him down. Eight more followed, honor and the watching soldiers forcing them to fight Sir Crestwood one-on-one. The 10th challenger finally managed to fit a blow, only because Sir Crestwood had slowed due to blood loss from previous injuries. Impressed by Sir Crestwood's tenacity and endurance, the remaining officers left the small village around the fort untouched as the illusions made for the capital, sparing hundreds of innocent lives.
Definitely a spy. The question is for who?
Inquisitor.
What? It's like y'all are playing a board game. Card game. Can I play? Dear sister, it's been an age since I've written, but I simply had to thank you. Your advice was perfect. Just a few gossips bought with gold, and everyone in Minrothas thought Quirinus and I were the most dreadful rivals. Let us indulge our little love affair without his wretched family interfering, if only for a little while. Quirinus himself sadly turned out to be less ideal. I caught him carrying on behind my back with a saporati of all things. Can you imagine? There was nothing for it. During the quarrel, I threw boiling water in his face, let his saporati kiss the scars better. He's cowering in his mansion now, pretending he was hurt in a duel. No doubt he'll want revenge. Don't worry, dear sister, I took precautions. Don't tell anyone, but my master taught me a few secrets that should keep me safe. The ritual cost me the mansion's kitchen slave, Lena, I think she was called. But I've enough power now to keep Quirinus from trying anything foolish. Kitchen slaves can be bought by the dozen at the market, so there's no harm in it. Feel wonderful, dear sister. Won't you come for Wintersend this year? I'll have my new slave trained to make your favorite lemon cakes by then. It'll be perfect. Letter from Magister Delphine to her sister Olia, 865. Bro, you're fucked up. That's a tad fucked up. A little bit more than a tad fucked up. Donan Branakovich didn't stand on ceremony. He strode through the barracks and slammed open the door to the captain's office without so much as a nod to the guards he passed. Just barely dawn, and already Captain Handelin was buried behind a mountain of paperwork taller than the Weimarks. All Donna could see of the captain was her fiery hair and an angry gaze that had stopped more than one pickpocket mid-grift. Captain, I need a warrant for the Comte de Favre. Even as the words left his lips, Donna knew they were a mistake. The captain rose to her feet. Branakovich. The way she spoke his name was like a portcullis clanging shut. Where's my report on the Hightown market body? It was the kind of question you might ask a truant child, the kind where you already knew the answer and just wanted to see someone squirm in guilt. You'll file it now, guardsman. She stepped out from behind the desk. We follow procedure in my barracks. A magistrate was murdered on my watch, Captain. Donan's voice was heated. He could never keep his temper in her presence. I'm not letting the killer get away. You left the scene without a thorough search of the market, Hendelin began, pacing, her voice cold like cold steel. Her voice like cold steel. You harassed a magistrate's widow, and you practically broke down a comp's door. She turned to glare at him. All before dawn. If you want a warrant, you damned well better have hard evidence to justify it. I know that the Fav isn't telling us everything, Donnan insisted. Let me bring him in and... Forget it. She crossed back to her chair. You've got nothing. You're not arresting a man on a feeling, Brunikovich. Captain! He protested. From behind her paperwork, the captain waved for him to be silent. You're 2 weeks from retirement, guardsman. You want to stay in the ranks long enough to get pensioned? You follow procedure. Find me evidence and quit wasting my time. Dismissed. Dun dun dun! Drama in the ranks. Will Brunikovich make it through?
Our patrols have spotted. Farewell.
Here. The mayor said the dam controls were through this gate.
Where's this lead? Oh, could I have gone around?
That building on the dam must be where we can open the floodgates.
Enter tavern. Alright. A rusted horn.
What in?
Don't mind us. Just passing by.
The Inquisitor?
That's
I didn't
me?
know you were here, sir. Please don't tell anyone.
How'd you get in here?
How did you get past the guards?
There weren't any when we got here.
We just heard you killed the bandits, your worship. We didn't know you were moving in, we promise. You won't tell people we were here, will you?
Why the secrecy?
Why would people care what you're up to?
Lonnie's mum and dad think I'm bad for her. We'll have to wait an hour to go back. Your father will still be up.
I knew this was a mistake.
We could try the caves.
You hate spiders.
You find somewhere next time.
Alright, lovebirds. I mean, this ain't a bad spot. I mean, it's a secluded spot for sure. You definitely get freaky. First Blight, Chapter 1. Thedas is a land of fierce diversity, from the assassin princes of Antiva to the fated griffins of the Anderfels. But in my travels I have found one tale that unites the peoples of this land. It is a story of pride and damnation, and although the telling differs, the essence of the tale remains the same. At the height of its power, the Tevinter Imperium stretched over much of Thedas, uniting the known world under the rule of the tyrannical Magisters. It is said that the old gods whom the Magisters worshipped gave them the knowledge of blood magic, and the Magisters used this forbidden power to cement their rule. The blood of elven slaves and humans alike ran down imperial altars to fuel Magister greed. The tales of their excesses so horrifying that one can only be grateful that blood magic is prohibited today. But all that stands tall must eventually fall. Perhaps they foresaw their ruin, or perhaps their pride knew no bounds. But whatever the reason, the Magisters dared to open a magical portal into the Golden City at the heart of the Fade. They sought to usurp the Maker's throne, long left unattended in the Golden City after the Maker turned his back on his creations. They would storm heaven itself with their power and become as gods. This is what the Chantry, in its oft-exercised tendency to understate, refers to as the second sin. According to most versions of the tale, the Magisters did indeed reach the Golden City and walk to the home of the Maker, where no living being before them had dared or been able to tread. But humanity is not meant to walk in heaven. The Magisters were wicked with pride and other sins, and their presence tainted the Golden City. What once was a perfect, holy citadel became a twisted home of darkness and nightmares. The Magisters were expelled back through their gateway and cursed for their treachery. As the Golden City had been tainted, so were the Magisters twisted and transformed to the things of darkness, the very first of the Dark Spawn. The Golden City, once a shining beacon at the heart of the Fade, became the Black City, a reminder of all that man's pride has cost. Welcome to the Rusted Horn. Ale, 3 coppers. Cold ale, 10 coppers. Damn! Wine, 2 silver. Brandy, Antivant, 6 silver. Bread and cheese, 2 copper. Turnip and mutton pie, 3 copper. Fish, 3 coppers. Stew, 4 coppers. Plate of wyvern wings, really chicken, 5 coppers. Wyvern steak, real, 2 gold. Alright.
The mayor said Darkspawn destroyed these controls 10 years ago. Who repaired them?
Good point. Ask the mayor.
Yes. Oh shit, there's a chest down there.
Oh, look! A dragon! What a perfect way to ruin our day.
Think you mean make it better? Dragons are cool, Dorian. Gosh. And even bleeder in there? Lame. Where's the dragon roosting? Will this finally be our first dragon fight whenever we get to it? Howdy, lads. I fucked y'all up. My bad. Nope. Dragon here. Law Speakers Assembly. Litke, we've got ourselves a few months' work repairing the dam. The mayor wants us to meet him at the Law Speakers Assembly to seal the bargain. He says it's where they shake on agreements, judge criminals, hold weddings, etc. Must have been impressive once, if that's where they do official business. Note left by a stoneman for his cousin as was that not? Okay. Good. Damn, that's a fucking core if I've ever fucking seen one.
Looks like dragon territory. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Northern Hunter. Hello, sir.
She sees us!
Level 15.
I hope it doesn't bother you to travel alongside a Vint, Iron Bull.
That what you are? You people all kinda look the same to me.
I'm also a mage. Would you prefer me bound and leashed?
I'd buy you dinner first.
Hopefully before you... My mouth shut.
Depends how much you keep yapping.
Oh shit. Bull, I need you to fucking do some work, dude. Do your job. Iron Bolt, I'm gonna need you to do more damage. Have something be useful. Alright. Just gonna run then. That didn't go too well. And we still not fight fucking
Just
dragon.
once, we should enter a cave and see normal
Oh, hell no.
spiders.
Then we'd know the world is ending.
That one way to go. That's the way we kind of want to go. Or does it lead out? Where will this take? Just a dead end with some loot. Or oh, I see it. I see. No, I think that is a legit dead end.
Let's look around.
Bottle marked vintage, water and datalum, extra red. How's our inventory space looking? Halfway. Right. Corpse coming at me? No, you don't. Gather that writing knowledge. I don't know where to gather said writing. Let's see. check out if there's anything interesting over here. Like any bits of notes? Any good loot, perhaps? No, something washed up before. Just a bit of obsidian. Well, there is something. Oh! Good bit of coin. That can buy me more influence. Ah. Do I need like 7,000 influence? 7,000 gold for one bit of influence. Not there yet. Check that down that way. I don't think I looked at that building. We've been up there. Actually, it looks like there's a building that has become unsubmerged. Just spindleweed. Lame. Alright. I'm still gonna check out that building. So it was underwater. Yep. Fucking nothing. Cool. My exploration is not feeling rewarded. Is there anything over here? Probably not. Wait a minute. Oh shit, there is. What the fuck is that? Meridian? Have I picked up any meridian? I don't know. Spooky.
This is old Crestwood.
Smell just hits you, doesn't it?
Bottles of Thetis. Hyro's lava burst. Tastes like burning. Brewed exclusively in Kal Haro.
You there! I order you to tell me why nothing here heeds my commands.
Huh?
It's a spirit, but what's it doing?
Silence. Let the other one talk.
What are you?
Are you a spirit or a demon?
Demon. Those dolts who would suck this world dry. I am called to higher
powerful spirits represent something. Compassion, justice, wisdom.
Soft virtues all. I am more. I am command. What of you? I felt your coming. Is there something alike in us?
You sense the mark.
You sensed was the anchor on my hand.
Then you are less than I thought, but feel no shame.
Fuck
Some
you.
must follow those who lead.
What's so distressing about the real world?
It ignores me. I order the rocks to part, but they do not. I bid the sky draw close, and it stays still. I don't know how you mortals stand it.
Well, the sky listens to me, but not to you. Sounds like you're the loser.
Why haven't you gone back to the Fade?
I will not be denied. I refuse to leave until something obeys my orders.
Then I feel compelled to help you. I pledge myself to your service.
Excellent. I have only one command. A creature made of rage had the gall to chase me across the lake. Destroy it in my name and be rewarded.
Rewarded how? By you taking over one of our heads?
Yours holds no interest.
Works for me.
Let's take a look at all of these homes that were destroyed in the flood. Barnacles. Okay, so that's...
There's a plaque. This was the mayor's old home.
Pretty empty. You sure this was the mayor's place?
We could...
Hang on, this empty appears favorable, legible. The work you ordered is done. Do what you want. I'll be in the hills trying to forget it.
A letter from Crestwood's mayor. Damp but legible.
Plaque by the door of this house reads Mayor Detcher. His diary has been kept miraculously dry in a sealed chest, but his pages are filled with powdery black mold. 29th of Cloud Reach, 930. Grace has a cough. All well and good to help those running from the blight. But if my daughter catches something from these refugees, I'll have the mayor's hide. At least Dedrick moved them into the caves. I thought they'd put up a fuss, but they went quiet and pale as the dead. The healthy ones were relieved. Said their sick friends seemed to get worse in the daylight. They could save us from the plague. Dedrick, what the fuck did you do, dude? Bottom mark vintage board and Gibbons, don't friggin' touch. I spit in this. I mean it. Whoa. Alright, now we're going to bed. fuck up. I'm going. Rude.
Where does this lead? Come on, let's find that fate rift.
You lead. I always get turned around underground.
What's with the path? Did people used to live here?
The game probably wants us to go down, so first we won't. The game wants us to go down. It means we go the other directions first. Oh, hello. Killed themselves. Okay. That's all there is. Wrecked. Nerds. Looks like it leads into some sort of ruins? Bro had cheese when he died. That's nice. Oh, to die with cheese in hand would be a most glorious fate.
Bodies? Were people living down here when Old Crestwood flooded?
Poor bastards. I'm going to have nightmares just thinking about it.
of dwarven ruins down here.
The whole area is still lit up. Remarkable.
Oh, he big. He a big boy. Motherfucker, you're dead. Shut up. Wait a minute. There's stuff back there. Well, I can't reach. Probably loops us around. I have faith.
By the rift, demons!
Ooh. 3 rounds?
More coming! Good! Just got warmed up.
You did it. We should let the villagers know they'll be slightly less undead in their future.
Let's tell the mayor.
Yeah, the mayor that doesn't want us to do that. Oh, Cole approves. Okay, so we were getting approval. If they are not here. Good. Black wall, iron bow, I need to bash something. This leads somewhere. We're not gonna go this way then. Go this way first. Lots of these fade things. Solus's shit. Is our inventory?
I don't want to backtrack, but do you know where we're going?
Nope.
I feel a draft. There must be a way out nearby.
Well, I'm not actually wanting to leave. Yet. Just. Damn it. I ended up going the correct way instead of the wrong way.
The Nugs seem to like it down here.
I bet. Ever tried to raise young elf fruit? It was my brother's favorite. Growing up, tastes moldy and dry at the same time.
That's disgusting. I don't want meat to taste dry. And I also don't want it to taste anything that tastes moldy. I don't even know what mold tastes like. I refuse to even try it, because you can get sick. Mold is not good for you. Well, I guess we let cheese get moldy. Meh. Damn. Okay. It was just an elaborate funeral burial room. Where am I? Oh. Now it's no longer raining. I'm a hero. You don't have to thank me all at once now. Please, thank me all at once. Oh shit. Fuck it, we'll keep running. For the demon who completed her quest. Hold on. Clearly there's lore. Wait, no, that's just our camp. I'm just stupid.
Yes?
The raged demon in the caves is dead, as you commanded.
I had no doubts. Now that my sovereignty has been respected, I can depart this unchanging nightmare. Your reward. Use it well.
I seriously can't believe that worked.
I've already been inside that house. Is that... Dorian, what did you do to hurt yourself, dude? Yeah, it's up top. Okay. We gotta find a way up there.
Inquisitor.
Shut up. Okay. So maybe I wish fast traveling didn't cause me to lose my build-up of my ability or whatever. I wish I only lost it when I went back to Skyhold. Shit, we've got an Astrarium here. Puzzle time! Okay. Alright. My guess is probably want to start here. And go. Nope. We want to start here. Nope. Shit. Here, maybe. There we go. Had you do some thinking on that one. Called Shadow in the common parlance, likely due to the ancient association of the constellation Tenebrium with Lucican, the old god of darkness and the night. It is odd, however, that the depiction for this constellation has always been an owl and not a dragon, even in the Tevinter texts. This lends credence to the widely held belief that Tenebrium was a name meant to supplant an older elven association, perhaps with the elven god Falandin, sometimes represented in tales as a giant owl. There is, of course, another explanation. Owls are nocturnal hunters, and among earlier people, considered terrifying omens of loss. The stink of carrion fills the air around this hut. Oh! What in tarnation happened here? What shit is that? A quarry? No. It's not. But what if? Give me more quarries. How the... How? How are y'all hurting yourselves like this? Let's go to Crestwood. I demand entrance. This house belongs to the Inquisition. A uniquely... God damn it. Rogue only 20% attack, plus 10 dexterity, 30% front defense. Actually, that sounds like something that would be good for Varric. Shit, y'all do have a store up. I just sell the common items. Try that helm too. I don't think that.
We won't forget.
Accessories. And a coal.
Inquisition.
See, my storm powers are fully operational. Cool.
No one else would, I promise.
Well, hold off on applying that perk point. I want my... I want more things.
What do you mean the mayor's gone?
Inquisitor, it was not Darkspawn that opened the dam and flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago. I did, in secret, the night they attacked. The undead you've been fighting are people I killed with my own hands. We'd taken in refugees from the Blight. Many were ill. We moved the sick to the lower part of Crestwood, and the refugees into the caves to stop the disease from spreading. Didn't work. One confessed he'd seen Blight sickness before. It was always fatal. When the Darkspawn attacked, I knew the only way the village would survive is if the Blight sick drowned with the monsters. I cannot bear the sight, old Crestwood, now. The water is gone. I cannot stay. I am sorry.
A letter of confession from the mayor. It says he was the one who flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago, to stop the blight from spreading.
I knew he was nervous about more than the undead.
Villagers learn about this, they're not going to be happy.
What a sad mess. Will the Inquisition bring him in?
Oh, we fucking will. Yeah, we will. You little lying bitch.
As the moth sees light and goes toward your worship.
I've already found the remains of the people who died in Old Crestwood.
Blessed Andraste. I didn't imagine you'd look yourself. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. It is all too rare these days. I will prepare the bodies for cremation. It will do us good to hold rites for the ones we lost so long ago. Thank you again. May you walk in the...
Let's see. We gotta go... Caer Can I explore more of... Yep. More exploration. Well, not much more exploration. Like 2 feet more, I guess. Woohoo. Nope, we got red lyrium. See it. The gallows by the fortress are left over from when Orlais warred with Ferelden. Let us be grateful they have not seen use in years, apart from children using the ropes as swings before the gamekeeper chases them off. Why, children? Why the fuck would you use where bodies are still hanging? God, kids are so stupid. Glen Morgan Mine.
Red Templars ahead. This bunch looks tough. Watch your step.
Puff? No. Falandine sought someone to be his messenger and companion. The wind was swift, but Falandine refused to chain it. The people were loyal, but could not live where Falandine walked. Then the owl came to him and said, I am not cowed by darkness. Let me serve you, who also has no fear of night. Falandine accepted gladly and took the owl as his servant, who thereafter helped Falandine guide the people through the passage of the Fail. Animals of the people, as told by Elathine, keeper of Clan Tilahanan. God, I love speaking fantasy language. It always rolls off the tongue nicely, most of the time.
You've killed lots of my countrymen, I take it.
Sure, usually when I'm being paid for it.
What? Never just for fun?
I'm here, aren't I? Man's gotta take his fun where he can find it.
Puzzle time. Well, deceptively easy. My guess is I want to start with the middle. Go boom, boom. Yes. Gamer. Referred to as chaos in common parlance, the constellation Chios is thought to represent the old gods Ezekiel. These stars have often been depicted as ill omens, thus in the Tower's age, a movement within the Chantry sought to change the constellation to a representation of a dove. It did not gain traction. According to folklore, the priest behind the effort fell from a bridge and died shortly after Divine Joyous II made the decision against her. I maintain that this never actually happened and is nothing more than astrological superstition. I think that means it did fucking happen. It is not mere astrological superstition.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Otto? Antivan Sip Sip. Careful, this one's mean. Attic raised mean. Popular among highborn who wish to seem dangerous, but more at home grasped by the neck by those who actually are. Where the fuck did this take me? Oh, they don't give a fuck about... Are they immune to lightning? Things are immune to lightning. Fancy new stuff. Why does this thing have so much health? Well, why does it take so little damage? Okay. Back through the cave, I guess. Just can't be a nice loop-de-loop. Gotta do the fucking Elder Scrolls approach. Turn your dungeons into Q-shaped. But there's always a secret way. Yeah. So is there no... Can't destroy any of this Illyrium? Weird. Knight Templar Sturge. There's a small ruin in the hills above Crestwood. Tiny place, but it's old and elven. Leave no stone unturned. General Sampson's orders. You've been told what to look for, so I expect a report once you're done. Copy down any elven writing you see. Knight Lieutenant Morn. And you just had to desecrate the place with your nasty-ass lyrium? Gross. Oh, they respawned. I need to give... Barrack needs an upgrade to Bianca. And right now we only have him using Bianca Arms 3. I don't think he does as much damage as I could be having him do. Old Witter's Farm. In all the strange struggles that have raged across Ferelden, one of the most peculiar is the Battle of Pauper's Cap. A powerful demon bent on gaining power in the mortal world raised an army of corpses to assault the home of Helianthus, a reclusive apostate who was said to possess both fabulous wealth and great knowledge. While the demon saw the perfect host in this bejeweled bookworm, Helianthus was not without defenses of her own. As the corpses shuffled toward her house, Helianthus called to the demon, declaring that though she was just a simple apostate, the demon would see her power in an entire infantry. Then, calling upon her magic, she summoned spirits into the plants in her vegetable patch, creating countless tiny sylvans. The resulting garden warfare saw corpses armored with buckets and doors as makeshift helmets and shields battling possessed fruits and vegetables who spat seeds, constructed makeshift fortifications, and even chomped entire corpses whole. That's right. EA has the rights to Plants vs. Zombies. In the end, the area around Helianthus' home became both garden and graveyard, home to the corpses destroyed as she defended herself and this world from the demon. Had she been defeated and her great brain turned to the demon's purposes, we might well have seen such terrible corpses rampaging from the great pyramids of Parvalin to the pirate-infested waters of Lomarin, or even into the unknown western lands. This is my lunch? Thought we were dining on bacon today. I was informed that there would be bacon. No, I shall not take the pot off my head. Why? Because I am mad! A unsourced and debatable tale from Deveth the Mad, supposedly shared at his estate in Walnut Hills, where he spent later years. Yep. I love it when... Oh. He hung himself. I love it when studios reference their other stuff. Correct. Embryon. I saw that what those bandits did to Randall's farm. Enough's enough. Even if I can't stay here, I'm not letting the sodding highwaymen take my home from me. If any of you slugs can read, I set the fire with heaps of dried cow dung. Hope you like sifting through the ashes.
Hey, Varric, you get that thing I asked about?
It should be there next time we head back to base. Not easy to find, by the way.
How do you guys live without this stuff?
I don't see what the deal is, honestly, but different tastes.
Now I just need some hot milk and some of those Orlesian ghee morphs to put in it.
Hey, what you do with this cocoa is up to you. I don't need to hear about it.
Hot chocolate? Wyvern's Watch. A mug and a bottle of wine indicate this sheltered spot may have once been a popular place to enjoy the view. Someone has carved Milton and Lonnie into this side. Oh, that's the couple who are gonna fuck in the... Damn. I go try dragon again. Fuck it. We try dragon again. Let's see. Varric. Yeah, Varric's the one who's kind of under-geared. Weapons. Let's see. Gift of the Mountain Father. Or the Last Stand. Let's see. So we'll lose strength. No, we will gain strength. Yeah, the Last Stand is way better. Armor. Again. Okay, well, actually, should have saved. Should have done that before hitting save. Go. Let's go try fight Mr. Dragon again with less potions, but with a whole lot of chutzpah. Okay, let's see. Is there anything I can do? I don't really want to spend a point on a tree that I'm not even going to go down.
Looks like dragon territory. Oh, would you look at that? That is magnificent! Yo, Iron Bull, I need you to fucking be useful.
I give him power that would make him very strong. And what did he do with it? Nothing. Wait a minute. Hey. They have many paths. Confused tiny brain. Fucking hate spiders. Ah, there's that cave. We just gotta get to the one person. Oh, well. Can't wait until I'm the proper level. Start killing the dragons. Wanna fight the dragons, man. It's a dragon age. Okay? Just ignore it. Just ignore it, people. Keep it walking. Keep it walking. What quest is she gonna have for me? Let me do the Astrarium first, ma'am. Oh! Jesus Christ. Okay, so obviously we're gonna be ending back at the crotch here. Do we start? Oh, we're gonna start here. No, fuck. Fuck. Is that connected? That does. We'll find out. Hell yeah. Silentier. Referred to as Silence in the common parlance, the constellation Silentier is historically attributed to Dumat, the old god of silence and leader of the ancient Tevinter pantheon. The depiction of the constellation, however, is often debated. Some depict a dragon in flight, while others, also the most common modern depictions, show a man carrying a horn and a wand. Some scholars believe these represented scales, which would point to this constellation being a supplantation of the elven mythal, but nothing indicates this to be more than speculation.
So you're the man who saved Crestwood from the dead?
That would be me.
Watch out for the wyvern in the hills. I'd take his hide if I were better with a bow.
If you're Judith, there's a man in the village concerned about you.
That must be Gould, fretful as ever. I'm glad he stayed in Crestwood. He's fast as you please with a loom, but terrible with a sword.
What do you do here?
Do you farm out here?
The name's Judith. I farm and I mend things for the village and people passing through. I did a fair trade with traveling merchants before the undead started attacking. Not to mention that dragon.
Seriously, why does anyone live out here?
Oh, you know, the fishing's grand.
What's this about a wyvern?
There's a wyvern causing trouble.
It used to hunt in the mountains. Didn't bother anyone but the bandits. Lately, the beast got it in his head to come down here. It almost crippled Gould's little boy. Best someone kill it. I hope I get my hands on the liver. It makes a poison that kills rats like nothing.
What do you know about the dragon?
She moved in a month ago. The guards tried to run her off, but she snapped one's head off and she flew away. Poor Hamold. At least it was quick. Since then, she's eaten 3 horses, 5 goats, and 2 cats.
I killed the wyvern up in the cave. The boy
not
is
the
yours
dragon.
if you want it.
That I do. Here,
The
for
smaller
your troubles.
dragon.
I hope you can make good use of it. A fine day to you.
Till later.
Be safe.
So we have 2 levels. Some loot. She also had loot inside. Ooh. If only we had full potions. We have full armor. I think... I still don't think we can do it. Not at... Well, I'm level 11. And I think Varric needs higher DPS on Bianca. She's still only 90 DPS, whereas... I'm doing 102. I think I also need to upgrade my staff at this point. Export. Now that okay, going up there will take me to the next Inquisition base. One chest in this one. Fire resistance and the Blade of Tadarian. But only 50 DPS? Damn, that sucks. What does it look like aesthetically, though? Oh, so I could become... Doing that build lets me be more up close and personal kind of mage. I don't know if that's a thing that would work well.
A place to set up camp, perhaps?
Maybe. First we check if there's any loot. And there goes the armor. And our ability. Build up. Wait. And do requisition. Right? Here's the requisition. Oh, I need the Way of the Night Enchanter.
Nothing to report, sir.
With the Night? I wonder if the Night Enchanter allows me to wear heavy armor then. Because that would honestly be kind of fucking fun. I kind of want to try that out. Stack of papers is so blood-soaked the pages stick together. Only a few lines are still legible. After knowing who he truly serves, it was an easy thing to discover his compatriots. I lifted a list of their spies from one before I left. We have little time before the theft is discovered, so I advise we move post-haste. I was followed, but do not fear. I lost my pursuers and lieds. Only our closest friends know my final destination.
Reinforcements!
Red Templars are never happy to see us. Keep your guard up.
Sorry to do this to you, Mr. Druffalo. You decided to get aggro, so you must die. Let's meet Hawk's Warden ally.
Hawk's Warden friend should be inside that cave.
Thank you. That's why we're going that way, Dorian.
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the Wardens should be at the back of the cave.
A group of Wardens were protecting a villager from corpses out near Crestwood.
They were likely hunting my friend. I'm glad they didn't come looking for people to help in here. They might well be good men, but they've been given bad orders.
Let's go.
Okay. This banner marks the cave as an outpost of the Blind Men, notorious smugglers who are known to sell slaves to Devinter. It's possible that the Grey Warden asked them politely to leave so that he could use their hideout, although the bloodstains on the walls suggest otherwise. Oh, okay. I was like, hope our Warden friend isn't working alongside slavers. Slavers.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
My name is Toud, and I'm at your service, Inquisitor.
I'll take all the help I can get. I know the Wardens have troubles of their own. I wonder, though, might those troubles have anything to do with Corypheus?
I fear it is so. When my friend Hawk slew Corypheus, Weishaupt was happy to put the matter to rest. But an archdemon can survive wounds that seem fatal, and I feared Corypheus might possess the same power. My investigation uncovered clues, but no proof. Then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
Maker, why didn't you tell me?
It was a Grey Warden matter. I was bound by an oath of secrecy.
What is the calling?
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
The calling tells a warden that the Blight will soon claim him. Starts with dreams. Then come whispers in his head. The warden says his farewells and goes to the deep roads to meet his death in combat.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes. Likely because of Corypheus. If the Wardens fall, who will stand against the next Blight? It is our greatest fear.
So Corypheus isn't controlling them. He's bluffing them with this calling. And they're falling for it.
Is the calling they're hearing real? Or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I know not. Even as a senior warden, I had heard only the vaguest whispers of Corypheus. The wardens believe that this calling is real, and they will act accordingly. That is all we know for certain.
Are you affected?
You said all the wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you?
Sadly, yes. It lurks like a wolf in the shadows around a campfire. The creature that makes this music has never known the love of the Maker, but at times, I almost understand it. We must uncover what Corypheus has done and end it. This cannot stand.
How can Corypheus make all these wardens hear the calling?
I cannot say. We know little about him, save that he is dangerous. He is a Magister, as well as a Darkspawn, and speaks with the voice of the Blight. That lets him affect the minds of Wardens, since we are tied to the Blight ourselves. It must be how he created this false calling.
So the wardens think they're dying and have stopped thinking clearly. That won't go well.
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next Blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future Blights before we all perished. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me. Grey Wardens are gathering here, in the western approach. It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Aye, aye.
We should get to the ritual tower in the western approach as soon as possible, Your Worship.
Clarel's the Warden Commander, right? What's she like?
She was a good warden. Once. Among those King Kalen reached out to before the Blight. She always resented missing the chance to help. When the calling came, Clarel stopped listening to the rest of us. Only magic could solve this problem, she said.
Do you think Corypheus is using the calling to control her?
It's hard to say. I have heard the whispers of the calling myself, but it's only noise, no words. Certainly no commands. Either way, the guilt is hers. She's Warden Commander. She should bow to no one's word, but Weishaupt's.
What's it like being a warden? I can't even imagine.
Been a long time since I was anything else. It becomes your life, searching out Darkspawn, killing them, ensuring no one ever knows how close they are.
Corypheus was in a warden prison, right? So you must know something about him.
I know little, and that much only because of my relative seniority. Most wardens have never heard of him. When I suggested Corypheus might have something to do with the calling, the warden mages turned on me. I trained some of those wardens myself. If I knew any more of Corypheus, I would share it, Your Worship.
We'll talk later.
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the western approach, though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust where it leads.
So many refuse to speak of it, but how can we know it? How can we identify it if we do not share it? The calling is not a source of shame. The song that whispers in the back of my mind is no evil upon my soul, but the mark of a life well lived in service of a greater good. If all things come from the Maker, then is this too not part of his plan? Should it not be a gift, a final haunting melody to send us into the afterlife with hearts opened? Should this not be his song? It scratches at my thoughts, the music almost a voice, at once unearthly and beautiful. I found myself humming it aloud a few days past, where once it intruded, it now feels a natural part of my mind's course. It coils around memories I hold dear, training with Sir Keller, riding in the moonlight, my mother's face the last time I saw her, and inserts itself into them, so that I could almost swear that music, that sense of a presence watching and calling, had always been a part of what I remember. This is what the senior wardens warned us of, I imagine. I should not find it beautiful. I must remember the corruption and recognize that my mind is slowly losing the wit to differentiate it between this world and that which would consume and destroy it. I must. I can. I will tell the wardens tomorrow. I have seen their looks. They already know, I suspect. I will heed the calling and go to the deep roads to die with the dwarves, fighting as a Grey Warden should. But if I am to die, after all I have given, can I not at least allow myself the pleasure of this song's beauty? Final pages, to my fellow wardens, by Sir Marjorie Baron. Okay. If there's anything by the docks. Any lore. Oh, there's a thing to claim. Right. Hit in the pond. 3 trout pond hides a sinkhole hundreds of yards deep. Darkspawn emerged from this and other caves to attack Crestwood during the Blight. The flood that wiped out old Crestwood drowned the blighted ones, and the excess water created the pond we see today. If the dam was not damaged, we would have never survived the Darkspawn. Was the Maker's hand in this? I cannot believe he would be so purposefully cruel to his children, flawed though we are. Do I need Blood Lotus? No, I do not. Alright, so if I just cross the bridge, then... Okay. So that's everything until we are strong enough to face the fucking dragon.
Well met, your worship.
I found Butcher's corpse by the South Road. Red Templars ambushed me afterwards.
Only our highest operatives knew he was coming tonight. I must inform Sister Nightingale we have a traitor.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The dragon circling the lake looks hungrier than usual. Travelers on the road will be scarce until it's gone.
I should be going.
Another time.
Okay. Then let's head back to Skyhold.
Inquisitor?
Yes, hello? Those reports. And then send them back out. Inquisitor. Through the efforts of hundreds of negotiators, allies, and a few personal connections, Navarra and Tevinter have grudgingly issued orders for their soldiers to return to their respective cities. The contested land has been split down the middle. We have averted a war today, and I'll add nothing more, for there is no higher reward to ask for. Kindly, Ambassador Montpellier. With supplies assured, Mover and his clan have set up an extensive settlement and become a welcome stop at the edge of the Silent Plains. There is no reported theft, as they have no need, but there is legendary brawling, as they cannot stop. Deventer is concerned, but for now they seem to be tolerating Movern's presence, or at least are able to ignore it. Liliana. It seems Dorian was correct. Not only do Deventer Templars not possess the ability to disrupt magic, Deventer Magisters are flummoxed when they encounter such abilities. There was an attack on Magister Talani's estate, but our agent Sir Belinda Darrow reports that it was handily beaten back. It is unlikely to return anytime soon. Magister Talani sends her thanks, as well as some artifacts stripped from the attackers, and a scented handkerchief. Don't ask. I kinda want to ask. Making the Dupericets a nobility is the key to stopping the assassination plot on Josephine's life. The first step is gaining them a noble sponsor. Countess Dion is willing to help in exchange of news about her lover, Ellerly, a mage who went missing after the Mage War erupted.
Here, don't you think? We are in the mountains.
I'm more concerned about everything scattering whenever there's a draft.
Let's see. Send Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Liliana's the tracker, really. Commander, we have verified Sarah's claims about Virtual. Several displacements of refugees were deliberate in what appears to be an attempt to destabilize land claims. While there would be no direct gain for involving the Inquisition, increasing our presence could have unexpected results. In any case, it is a trivial matter to divide troops to march through the city.
To work?
And them. Sister Liliana, as per your request, after seeing that no mage named Reese was present at the conclave at the time of the explosion, I began my search. It appears, based on reports gathered from rebel mages, that Reese had originally intended to be at the conclave, but the former Templar Evangeline persuaded him not to attend. She believed corruption within the Templars sought to exacerbate the conflict, and this merited investigation. Evangeline was last seen not far from Val Firmin, where a merchant described her as fighting other Templars and being taken, injured but alive. Reese came through the area not long after, searching for her. Forests near Val Firmin offer many places to hide, but the Inquisition could track down these renegade Templars if you so ordered, or as in service Walker. Oh. Would Josephine doing it fail? Or should I wait for for Liliana? Okay, so it doesn't matter who I send. Josie.
Inquisitor.
See here, we got level 10 upgrades. Attacking enemies while you're affected by Blessed Blades reduces the cooldown times of spells Purge and Wrath of Heaven. Allies retain the effects of Blessed Blades for a short time after leaving the area of effect. I think... yeah, in their blood is better. Sarah... enemies will swear you're still there, attacking empty air and hurting nobody but themselves as you leap away. Yeah, hidden step. That's really good. Dorian, Blackwall. Cole. The worst mistake your enemies can make is to let you see them flinch. Whenever you score a critical hit, you regenerate stamina. Vivian. Finish your rejuvenating barrier. Oh, you're a knight enchanter. Soulless. Let's see, the boulder summoned by Stonefist now explodes on impact, weakening and staggering nearby enemies. Deals additional against enemies with guard. Shatterstone. I have 2 points to spend, but I don't want to spend them on any of that. Alright. Inventory. Let's see. Oh shit. Aqua. Coal. Coal has. Accessories. None of that. Solus. Those. Barrack. None of that. Iron Bull. See about doing some upgrades. So, yeah, we're not gonna use the Blade of Tadarian. Okay.
Served the Lord who loaded his catapults with anvils. Point made.
Let's see about a new weapon. Lyrium infused staff. Can I make any superb? No. Let's see here. Go 5 to 40. Let's see, so that's... Oh, that makes it a medium armor rating. So that gives us some sort of turquoise, that gives us blue. Gives us green. So we'll do the ring velvet. Leather. Cunning, 15 cunning. Willpower, plus 15 magic. Ooh, nice blue pants or green pants. I think the green pants go better. Metal. Melee defense plus 120 maximum health. I gotta go with the Summerstone. 10% to apply walking bomb. Ability on hit gain 3 guard. .5% less. Mana stamina. Ooh. Vigil.
Ready for anything, Inquisitor?
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Here's how it goes. Bring me... What can I do for you?
Oh yeah, sigil is... Okay. Can I do it better? That can go up to 105. Paragon's Luster. %, barrier damage bonus, plus 8% attack. Attack. Armor penetration. Stormheart. Big Daddy. Now I can modify Big Daddy. And it does plus 16 speed. Hell yeah. Okay. So that's good. Let's give Dorian, you're gonna get my old staff. 79. Okay, Vivian. Vivian, you get the new staff. Some potion upgrades. See if we can do any potion upgrades. More profits, Laurel. Put that later. Let's see. Armor. So I'm good on armor. What do we want to give? Oh yeah, I can also give a former chest plate to Dorian. Okay. Let's see, Sandra. That can get her to 274. I like the look of this more on Sandra though. A refined Battlemaster mail. Cold resistance. Rough hide. Heal bonus, magic defense, electrical resistance, heal bonus. %8 magic defense. So good. 78 max. Let's see. On hit, 5% chance to apply poison. On kill, plus 20 to magic. On hit, gain 3 guard. 10.5% less mana slash stamina. And helmet. Only the helmets weren't so fucking ugly. Why do all these fucking helmets suck, man? Oh, shit. Did stream die for a second? Hold on. Nope. Maybe? Nope. Okay. Let's see. 19. Can't wear it. Alright. Weapon. Shield. Tier 4. Bianca aiming and Bianca arms. 7. It's too low of damage. We need to modify weapon. Eric, Bianca. Rune. Fire damage. So down. That. Ooh. Money. Book. What's this? Channeling Skyhold, Undercroft Editions. Difficult. To be clear, we can add all the equipment our backs can bear, but structural changes are best avoided. With new walls and such, you need anchors to tie in new stone, which means excavation. And I wouldn't go messing with the Undercroft. Seems like it was built to purpose, whatever that was. The whole keep has settled on top of it. It's weathered some serious heat and pressure. There are spots that feel like the inside of a forge. Large spots. No idea what that means. It's as solid as you get, so fill it full of tools and toys, but there's a dwarven name for someone who tries to change an old build like that. Sodding fool. Don't like any of those colors. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna use the cotton. Yeah, let's use the cotton. The silk brocade would be such a nice blue. Okay, so we have a couple people ready to report back. Letter to Countess Dion. My dearest Lynette, I was injured on the way back from the Conclave. When this insane war erupted between the Apostates and the Templars, I made it to a decrepit inn just before the gash on my leg turned into a fever. Fortunately, when the Inquisition's people found me, they sent for a proper healer. I owe them my life, I'm certain. I'm told the Inquisition will deliver this letter to you. It's the first peace of mind I've had since the Conclave. Stay in the capital, my love, until I can come to you. Yours always, Ellerly. We marched without incident, although I have it on good authority that there were many closed-door meetings among Virtual nobility. Several useful names have sent diplomatic envoys, and potential future gains may be impressive. Do not tell Sarah I said so. fragment of a Ben Hosworth information report. With Jean Gaspard removed from play, Carolina or Monette will most certainly be the next Duchess of Leeds. As the struggle intensifies, Carolina has sent agents to cause a scandal, judging that Monette does not have the skill to avoid such snares. Monette has relied upon Mother Renette, her mentor in the Chantry, for advice upon how to strengthen her claim to the duchy. And the revered mother, in an attempt to protect Monette, has sent mercenaries to threaten Carolina's life. Carolina has overplayed her hand by giving her agents so much information. I can put that on and leave her reputation in tatters. After these some mercenaries in Carolina's plan should put her into becoming the next Duchess. Ooh.
Any news on rifts beyond reach of the Inquisition?
Yes. And it is not good.
Carolina or Monette? Okay, yeah, so... Wait, we want... Carolina or Monette? Who the fuck do I want? The one who's already a Duchess. Carolina be the heir. Yeah, Cullen.
To work?
So, oh shit, I should have checked to see what Josephine's ability would have been. Alexius has been put to work as a magical researcher for the Inquisition. The spell he used in Redcliffe was incredibly complex. Even he doesn't understand all of the theory behind it, but he has confessed it was only possible to cast because the breaches thinned the veil. Alexius can look at information of the theory for safer use.
Inquisitor.
Those are good options, I would say. Or choices. Oh, I gotta speak with Countess Dion in Val Royale. Talk to Sarah about the march. Talk to Sarah.
Inquisitor?
It's me.
Right.
We don't need those chargers. We've soldiers enough without cell swords.
Look at that. What good could
Right. That's why.
I hear Vachelle was good pay for you, Inquisitor. Time to go see if my friends came through too. Got a location for a stash. Hopefully something nice for my trouble. Well, your trouble. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. Be sure to bring your empty pockets.
Who is putting up the reward for this?
Don't know. Sometimes it's pass the hat. Sometimes it's I lifted this from Master's vault. Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
Not yet.
I'm not ready to go just yet.
Your choice, yeah? Only so long it'll stay hidden.
Inner circle? Let's do some codex reading. Oh, we got a new codex for a character. Born the youngest son of a minor noble family in the fields of Ghislaine, Jean-Marc Stroud had just finished training at the Académie des Chevaliers when he received word that his family had been killed, ostensibly by bandits. In reality, they were victims of the Orlesian Great Game. Sir Stroud's plan to find his family's murderers was cut short when the Grey Warden Clarel recruited Stroud on the advice of the Academy trainers. who did not wish to see a promising young chevalier throw his life away in fruitless pursuit of vengeance. Unable to refuse such a request honorably, Sir Stroud joined the Wardens and left his old life behind. Warden Stroud has served the Grey Wardens with honor for decades. He is regarded as one of the finest swordsmen in the Order, combining his study at the Academy with years of fighting Darkspawn alongside dwarves in the deep roads. Warden Commander Clarel has tasked him with recruiting and training new Wardens. Most young Warden warriors owe their skill to Stroud's mentorship. Stroud prefers to travel in the free marches rather than Orlais, knowing his family history could cause him to become caught up in the game, leading to accusations of political interference among the Wardens. He also has no strong opinions regarding mages or Templars, although he believes both groups wrong to turn their back on the Chantry, which Stroud holds in some esteem. An attached report delivered to Liliana. To Arl Tegan Guerin. I sought a chance to speak with you in person, my lord, in hopes of convincing you to allow us to send further aid to Ferelden, give the Grey Wardens in your homeland a chance to rebuild. I hope this letter succeeds where my requests for a meeting have not. I understand Ferelden feelings regarding Grey Wardens. Sophia Dryden's actions were reprehensible. Grey Wardens are forbidden from interfering in the affairs of nations, save when we must exert our authority to battle the Blight. Still, even you must acknowledge the vital necessity of my order after the Blight nearly ravaged your homeland. Without the Grey Wardens, Ferelden would be a wasteland populated only by Darkspawn. I understand as well your concern that I am a mage, living outside the confines of the Circle. I have been informed that you saw magic ill-used by apostates at Redcliffe. You have my sympathy in this, but not my apology. The Maker saw fit to give me the gift of magic, along with a temperament better suited to battle than quiet meditation. I left the Circle legally, and the Grey Wardens gave me a chance to use my ability to defend our land. I am no apostate. My first interest, Arl Tegan, indeed my only interest, is to see this world protected from the Blight. I may be Warden Commander of Orlais, but I am not Orlesian at heart. I am a Grey Warden and nothing more, and I will defend this land from horrors you cannot even imagine. My oath comes before political ambition, before concerns about the rights of mages. It will one day come before my own survival. I hope to hear from you soon. Yours, Warden Commander Clarel de Chanson. Upon ascending to the second floor of the tower, a gruesome sight greeted us. A ragged collection of bones wearing the robes of one of the senior enchanters. I had known her for years, watched her raise countless apprentices, and now she was a mere puppet for some demon. Transcribed from a tale told by a Templar in Antiva City, 713 Storm. They said the mages were coming to Redcliffe. We had to leave or be caught in the middle of their war. Guys said that it would be safe in Denerim. We left as soon as we could, but the little ones could barely walk a mile. I was about to turn back when Guy said a herd of wild buffalo passing through the hills. He said, "How different can they be from horses or brontos? Oh, but those horns." I was afraid and told Guy not to go, but he said we had no choice. Guy said he would catch up to us, but that we should continue on. We kissed goodbye and he left. The children and I kept walking. One day passed, 2, then 3, and I knew in my heart he was dead. I almost gave up. One morning I was fetching water from the river when I thought how easy it would be. They would just slip away, and I would just follow them. No more pain, no more fear. As I searched for my courage, I heard a crashing through the undergrowth. Bandits, I thought. Or a bear. But instead it was a giant beast with pelt of blue-gray and gleaming black horns, and riding its muscled back was my Guy. The Druffalo was enormous but gentle as a doe. The children called her Bluebell. I never told him what I almost came to that day. Diary found in a refugee tent in the hinterlands. Jesus Christ, I can speak words. The dawning of our understanding was violent and terrifying, made all the more so because of the mistaken awe and glory it replaced. We had walked into the cavern on the word of the shaman, and we were not disappointed. Row upon row, an army of dusty figures, men and women, pack animals, and what appeared to be staged tableaus of scavengers, as though silent commentary. We imagined it the toy battalion of a mad king, funded by mountains of gold, or the subjects of some cruel empress sealed away with her upon her death. It was to all of us a wondrous sight, and yet another example of how we mortals are pretenders to creation and immortality. And then we asked ourselves, why are they all looking upward? And the answer was upon us. A sound from above, and then legs, fangs, and poison. I do not know the number, less than my nightmares bear, but still too many. Only quick fires from our circle apprentice allowed us to retreat. Not all. Several of our number were paralyzed in the instant, as must have been the case for so many before. When I close my eyes, I see them. New recruits to that silent army, frozen in praise of a moving ceiling, waiting to be hollowed. Excerpted from We Need Not Demons, Our Dangerous World, a collection of natural horrors and wonders edited by Philium the Bard. The wyvern, like its relative the dragon, has nearly been hunted to extinction. Wealthy Orlesians are particularly fond of the wyvern chase, although their servants and dogs take the risks while the noblemen merely accept the praise. It is the venom that makes the creature so valuable. It is used in potion making, alchemy, and the production of a rare and potent liquor called aquae lucidius. The minuscule quantity of the venom remaining in the aquae after distillation leads to a unique hallucinatory effect. Testimonies from a few of those fortunate enough to sample the costly concoction, I could feel confused, but happy. It was as though my soul took wing and floated about my head. I had a vision of my great-grandmother and found it oddly arousing. No, 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 no. I can see through time. The wardens sought Arl Eamon, uncle of the late King Kailan, in the hopes of mustering troops from the Ferelden nobility. Upon arriving in Redcliffe, they learned that the Arl had fallen ill and was near death. His knights had gone in pursuit of the fabled ashes of Andraste. Eamon's only hope for a cure, and the village surrounding the keep was beset by a host of animated corpses. The wardens found and stopped the demon behind the undead before joining the search for Eamon's cure. No one was certain if the wardens actually located the final resting place of Our Lady Andraste, but whatever they found saved the Arl of Redcliffe. Upon his recovery, Aemon Gwaren called for a landsmeet, and he and the wardens traveled to Denerim. The gathered lords and ladies of Ferelden found Tairn Loghain guilty of a number of crimes and sentenced him to execution. Furthermore, the landsmeet bore witness to the betrothal of Queen Anora to Alistair Tairn, the lost son of Maric. The nobility then pledged their own armies in the battle against the Blight. The archdemon crashed with the allied forces at the city of Denerim and was eventually slain, at a terrible cost. Much of the city lay in ruin, and the warden who rallied the armies, later known as the hero Ferelden, perished in battle. The fifth blight ended before most of Thedas knew it had begun, but it left a terrible wound on Ferelden. The losses suffered at Ostagar and Denerim greatly compromised the security of the kingdom. Southern Ferelden from the Kokari wilds to the edge of the Ban Oran are, to this day, a wasteland. It is uncertain how far the ripples from this event shall travel, or what waves it has already stirred. From a study of the fifth blight by Sister Petrine. Now here's a happy study. The fall, and a face that says, why did we try to go where there were no stairs? Because you go into an impossible building like that, you're coming out on fire, and then it will flip or something. I still do not see the appeal of dreams. So, your 7 magisters entered, and they came out blighted and not sure which way is up. I'll pass that off to the sculptor trying to represent madness. I mean, towers here, upended over there. You know what kind of force it would take to flip that much stone? It would do more than burn your beard. Here's something interesting, though. You've got a hint of pigment and leaf causing some sheen, but there's meant to be more. All of these were painted and repainted at some point to match whatever lord's three-holer. But there's a type of finishing that you can do, a very fine and time-consuming pass that evens the surface. Do it right, you can get stone as smooth as glass, and that tower and Beardy Skull are meant to have it, and only a little is present on the others. So, the first time this carving was wheeled out, it would have looked like Beardy was the target, so maybe he was first in the door? And the light, it burns him and spreads to the others, and the polished relief would have caused light like a mirror and caused the viewer to squint. They'd have to look down or away, joining the magisters in their punishment. Makes them feel part of it. That's what I figure anyway, and it would sure keep the children out of the feast hall. Let me just always remember. In passages 1 through 6, his first children wanted for nothing. Freed from need, they could only praise. But it was hollow, without cost. We and all the physical were created immutable. That our works would require struggle. A wonder created of wood and stone proves more intent than any wish of the Fade. Here in the gentlest verses of the chant we see how great his gift and how stern his punishment. To inspire, he gave us dreams, such that we would strive to make this limited world reflect his glory. Some look upon that nightly memory and feel only desire as though owed his splendor. We, the second children, were meant to master the wants and wanes of emotion and childish pursuits, to honor at a distance and move ever forward. We failed in this, and the weakest of us did act as petulant infants, falling back into his sight, because we could not master our desire, because we acted on pitiful instinct, because we dared look upon our Maker to fulfill our need and not his. He is lost to us. But he is merciful while stern, and we remember what we have lost. His second children can learn, grow, and change. If we cannot, then we are no better and no worse than his first children. The word and the challenge of the chant by revered Mother Havara. Who is Andraste? This question has lingered in the ages since her death, not as easily answered as the faithful assume. Born an Alamari slave in the frontier realm of the Tevinter Imperium, now Ferelden, the chant says she is the bride of the Maker, that he told her in a vision of her role leading the rebellion against the corrupt magisters. Is it true, or as some early Andrastian cults believed, did a friendly spirit bestow this vision? We must remember that legends of Andraste were a multitude in the years immediately following her execution, and beliefs we take for granted belonged to the cult, victorious in suppressing all others. Indeed, even to suggest there was once disagreement was considered the direst heresy. until today, when we have lost even the memory of disagreement. All we know for certain is that Andraste inspired a world gripped by tyranny and chaos, that she helped spark a war which tore all of Thedas asunder, represented by Magister Vibius Agorian. The fifth stanza of Thronodes is a complete retelling of the creation story appearing in stanza 1. The authors are clearly different, with notable disagreements on the nature of spirits and the ultimate cause of the second sin. This stanza lays the blame for mankind's corruption squarely on the old gods rather than on a flaw inherent to human nature. Therefore, historians believe a Tevinter author, perhaps even Archon Hessarian himself, wrote it. In the 11th verse, we see this illustrated most clearly. The demons who would be gods can be no one but the old gods. They are credited here not only with broaching the Golden City, but with gifting the secrets of magic to humankind. The implication is that without this instruction, these hushed whispers, no magic would exist. Sister Tesaria. Oh, I missed one. The birth of the Chantry took place more than 9 years ago. The mists of time have obscured once well-known facts. It is commonly believed that Chantry alone created the Templars and the Circle of Magi. Few recall there was ever an Inquisition. Those who do believe it predated the Chantry, hunting cultists and mages in a reign of terror ending only upon its transformation into the Templar Order. This is not quite the truth. One must keep in mind the state of Thedas prior to the Chantry's creation, a world where the only source of order, the Tevinter Imperium, had fallen apart. People blamed magic for the death of Andraste, the blight, the terror they saw every day, and not without reason. Abominations and demons rampaged the countryside. No one was safe. Disparate groups of men and women initially formed the Seekers of Truth, determined to re-establish order because no one else would do what was necessary. The truth they sought, the question they tried to answer, was how to restore sanity in a world gone mad. Was theirs a reign of terror? Perhaps. Evidence suggests they were as vigilant in their protection of mages as they were of regular people. When they intervened, they convened an ad hoc trial to determine the guilty party. This even application of justice led to their poor reputation. The Seekers came down against every group at one time or another, their Inquisition gaining notoriety for being on no one's side but their own. They considered themselves good people, however, followers of the Maker's true commandments. This was never more evident than when they laid down their banner and supported the fledgling Chantry. They believed with all their heart that the Templar Order was the answer a desperate Thedas needed in a terrible time. Ultimately, the Inquisition was composed of independent idealists, not Chantry zealots. That is the truth. But this Inquisition is different. That'll be where we end for today. I feel like we finished off Crestwood for the most part until we are proper level to fight a goddamn dragon. Come on, I want to fight a fucking dragon. Or I want to fight a fucking dragon and win. But it feels like you can't really fight them until you're at their level. You can't fight them below. Oh well, I don't have the gear. My people do not have the gear to do so. Anyone live? Nope, no one is live. Alright. Well, dang. Y'all, thanks for hanging, lurking, and whatnot. I will be live Monday, likely, unless something comes. I'll be live Monday unless something happens. I don't know why I even said it. I'll be live Monday. More Dragon Age. So, yeah. Goodbye.